Welcome back to the Jimmy Van Heusen Cocktail Hour. I'm Professor D, and I'm back with the second episode of my cocktail making and song pairing series, this time from the Outer Banks of North Carolina in Avon on Hatteras Island. Step up to the bar and let me make you a great cocktail. In the last episode, I talked about how Jimmy Van Heusen loved martinis, and I mixed you a great classic gin martini made with Jimmy's favorite gin, Tanqueray, paired with the Oscar-winning song Swinging on a Star, a song written for Bing Crosby in the 1944 film Going My Way, winning him the first of his 4 Oscars out of 14 nominations. If you want to have another look, then click at the link about right there, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. In this episode, I'm fast-forwarding into the future when the word martini became more of an umbrella term for just about anything that's served in a martini glass. So, today, I'm mixing you a green apple martini. This cocktail appeared in about 1996-1997, and along with the Cosmopolitan, it heralded the resurgence of the cocktail culture. Originally called an Adam's Apple Martini, after its creator Adam Karsten at Lola's West Hollywood restaurant, it started as a simple request from owner Lauren Dunsworth to mix up a drink with DeKuyper Sour Apple Pucker Schnapps that was gathering dust and some Kettle One vodka. Garnished with a green apple slice soaked in lemon juice, the Appletini was born. There's a link below in the description to read about the history of this cocktail. Before we get started, the song I chose to pair with this cocktail is High Hopes by Jimmy Van Heusen and Sammy Cahn, performed by Frank Sinatra in the 1959 movie A Hole in the Head. This song features the lyric High Apple Pie in the Sky Hopes, and I thought it was a great match for this cocktail. High Hopes won the Oscar that year for Best Original Song and was nominated for a Grammy. By the way, if you want to listen to some great Van Heusen songs, check out the playlist in the description below. It includes all the songs I'll be referencing in this series, plus a whole lot more. Thank you, Hannah Madison Taylor, for all your excellent support in making this series a reality. Are you ready to make a green appletini? Well, first we'll start off as usual with a cocktail shaker filled with your favorite brand of ice. I like mine right out of the ice freezer in my refrigerator, so we're going to fill that right up. Now, the recipe that I'm going to give you is for a single drink, but I'm going to make a double drink, and you'll see why in just a moment here. So after I got the ice in there, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my vodka. And now, typically, it's 1.5 ounces of vodka. So for this case, I'm going to do 3 ounces of vodka. And I've got Svedka vodka right here, an American vodka, but it's a very good one. So we're going to mix 2 jiggers, and each capful here is 1.5 ounces. So there's the vodka we're adding. And then the next step is we're going to add for each drink 1/2 ounce of the green apple schnapps. And I'm using the DeKuyper green apple pucker schnapps here. So again, 1/2 ounce, so that means 1 ounce total for 2 drinks, and we'll just pour that right in. It's nice and green, making it look like it's radioactive, but it's not radioactive, so don't worry about it. And then the next thing we're going to add is we're going to add 1/4 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice, but here we have 1 ounce because we're making 2 drinks. And I'll pour that inside there. And then the next step, of course, is we're going to shake it like we mean it. So let's shake that guy up really good. All right, and here we go. I've got 2 nicely chilled stemless martini glasses. So we're going to pour half of this into one side and half of it into the other side as well. That looks nice and cold and nice and delicious. And then the next thing that we're going to add to each one is a Granny Smith apple slice garnish that's been soaking in lemon juice. So there we go. Okay. Now, in this episode, I have a special treat. Now, next, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Brooke Babcock, great nephew of Jimmy Van Heusen and my longtime friend.
Hey Don, what's up?
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to the show,
Hey,
Brooke.
thanks
Welcome
for
to the
having
show. So I'm going to give a little anecdote here. Brooke and I have been friends since the early 1970s when we met in a school band in 1974, 1975. And I'll never forget the story that Brooke told me. We were sitting in class one day, and it was about Brooke's birthday, and I think we were in 8th grade.
That's right.
And he told me that he had just gotten a check in the mail from his Uncle Jimmy for $100. Now, it may not sound like a lot now, but in 1974, 1975, that was a ton of money. And he was getting it so that Brooke could buy himself his motorcycle, his first motorcycle. So immediately I thought to myself, I want an Uncle Jimmy, but I didn't have an Uncle Jimmy. So what can you say about the first time that you realized who your Uncle Jimmy was and what that really meant to the world?
Actually, that was probably one of the first times.
Really?
I mean, I got this check, did not know why, who this person was. Asked my parents, hey, it's from your great Uncle Jimmy. So at that point, I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy, it's incredible. $100, I was able to finish the purchase of this motorcycle. A little bit after that time, we got a bunch of records that came in from him. And then it really dawned on to me how big he was. And, again, we're just kids at that point.
Oh, yeah.
But great guy. He literally has changed my future. So anyways, what have you made here today?
All right, so we've made a green apple teeny. This is certainly not the kind of martini that Uncle Jimmy would have drank by standard, but we're going in completely other direction. So let's see what we think about this. So cheers.
In high hopes.
On high hopes. That's pretty good. It's pretty strong.
It's got a little kick to it.
I bet he probably could have used this for jet fuel. Yeah,
Cheers
absolutely.
again.
Yeah, cheers again.
Hey, thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, thank you for being on my show this time. So this is, again, Brooke Babcock of Van Heusen Music, and we're going to end this series with another sip of the martini, and we'll see you again next month for our next cocktail pairing. All right, that's it for today. Don't forget to check out the links for the Jimmy Van Heusen Cocktail Hour playlist, along with the other great links below. I'll see you next month for the November edition of the Jimmy Van Heusen Cocktail Hour. Again, thanks to Brooke Babcock for being on the show. Cheers.